welcome to my channel, Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble and I'm here with your readings for this week, the week of April the 16th through April the 22nd. So if you haven't been here before, welcome. These readings are general readings. If you would like a personal reading, the information will be in the description box below. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If you're returning, welcome back and thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. I would be really grateful, most appreciative if you would like my videos, share them on your social media, comment. I read every comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Also follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and those links will be below also. What else? I have a Patreon page. It's another way that you can support me. So please check out my Patreon page. That link will be below, and it's also on my YouTube channel on that page. So without further ado, let's go into, first of all, I want to talk about the astrology, what's going on with the transits this week, and it's crazy. This month is very powerful, let me put it that way. So we have a new moon on the 15th, which I talked about in Aries, which I talked about last week, but this is like really a huge kind of energy, this new moon. So we're going to feel it. It's happening at 9:57 p.m. Sunday. I'm recording this on Saturday, so it's happening at 9:57 on Sunday. We're really going to feel it. We'll feel it for all week. We really will. So now let me go to my notes. Also at the same time on Sunday, Monday, we have Mercury stationing, ready to go direct. So we're going to feel that energy. So it has to stop before it goes direct. It's been in retrograde, as you all know. At this time, we have 8 planets in cardinal signs. You know, cardinal signs are the spark, the starting of something, right? It's the beginning of something. It's about action, going forward. So this is and this new moon, it's a really good thing, time to start something. It's really good to make plans, to start something, if you've been thinking about a business, starting a business, if you've been thinking about getting a job, applying for jobs, things like that, just starting something is a really good time. Now, Chiron, the wounded healer, is at the last degrees of Pisces. It's getting ready to change signs. Now this is huge, right? Chiron is the wounded healer, and it's getting ready to move into Aries. It's going to be in Aries till the year 2027. Huge. It's a big. So the focus, listen, Pam Gregory talks about this a lot. She's an amazing astrologer. She studied all these patterns, what we call mundane astrology, which is about, you know, politics and world events. So she talks about in the last time Chiron moved into Aries was in 1968, and that was a really turbulent, revolutionary kind of year. We had Martin Luther King was assassinated. We had protests around the world, anti-protests, anti-war protests. I mean, it was a very kind of revolutionary, people standing up and telling how we feel, and we are moving into that kind of energy again, and that's very apparent with the students, for Never Again, Me Too, all that kind of revolutionary standing up to be heard, you know, the abuse of power around the world, and Pam Gregory talks about that a lot, so you might want to check her out because she goes into it in great detail, and it's fascinating, it really is. Now, so Chiron moving into Aries is about taking responsibility for our own health and wellness, and really looking at our power and you know, where we, you know, how we can change and improve. Now, on the 19th, we have the sun entering into Taurus, right? So that's another shift in energy. We've gone from this fiery get up and go to this more relaxed, grounded energy, you know, more patient, more planning and, you know, hard working and manifesting energy. On the 18th, Saturn moves retrograde. Now that will help us with patience and determination. Now these, and also on the 22nd, right, Pluto goes retrograde too. So that's taking a look at our internal power and focusing on self-sufficiency. These are slow planets, but this week we'll feel that very big shift in energy. I think we'll all feel it. It's about getting up, it's about doing things, it's about moving forward, and it's about taking action. So that's what I have to say about the astrology. I will talk about the full moon in next week's astrology report. So that's the end of the report. Thank you so much. And let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your reading for April the 16th through April the 22nd. Excuse me. And the first card that comes up for you is the Page of Water. The Page of Cups, right? This is like news coming in. This is like a love letter. I feel that this kind of is the beginning of a new relationship for you. Now, this could be, of course, it's a general reading. This could be that you're, if you're in a relationship, that your relationship is getting a new kind of influx of love, and it's kind of a really nice feeling. It's like, or you know, you could have met somebody new and this is just the beginning of something that's quite promising. So and the reason I say that is because you've got the 9 of water clarifying it, and this is kind of wishes come true. So I have a feeling that this news or whatever's coming in for you, this information, this is usually information, but it's also emotional. So it's you know, it could be your wife or your husband saying how much they love you and appreciate you. And this is something that you've waited for a long time, particularly if you're single and you've waited for somebody special to come in. You have waited for this for a long time. So you're feeling like celebrating and all giddy and kind of excited about this new person. Or this deeper, meaningful relationship, a relationship that's going into a deeper, more meaningful connection with someone. Now, the next card you have is the High Priestess, right? So this is about manifesting power. She's definitely, you know, she's the High Priestess. She's the Lady of the Lake. She can create whatever she wants. She can create the, you know, illusion of being young and beautiful. And she can also create the old kind of witchery crone. But she has all this incredible information. And this is saying, look, you trust your intuition and your psychic abilities at this time, because you are being gifted them by the High Priestess. You have this magical knowledge within you. And so go with your gut feeling, darling. Really be honest and truthful, because that's going to guide you this week. I see some wonderful cards. Now, clarifying the High Priestess is the 5 of water. This signifies that you're kind of thinking about something that you can't have, crying over spilt milk, looking at your glass half empty as opposed to half full. It's not focusing on what's right in front of you. So, you know, the High Priestess is here, darling. You've got the manifesting power. You can have whatever you want. It's there for the taking. It really is. So make sure that you are in the present moment and that you are looking around at the gifts that are there in front of you. I always say this to my clients, you know, sometimes they're so busy over here picking up the crumbs thinking that's what they, you know, I gotta have this, and they can't have it. You know, the crumbs are scattering and they're trying to scurry around picking up these crumbs, and there's a huge, great big piece of cake over there that's just kind of going past. They're missing the cake. Drop the crumbs. Step away from the crumbs, darling, and get that piece of cake. So definitely be aware of the daydreaming and the lamenting about not having something, or somebody else has got it and you haven't, and you know, you can't have that, and that's all you're focusing on, what you can't have, right? So you're being asked to focus on what you have, right? And be grateful for that. And you've got the Star card, darling. This is one of my favorite cards. This is like, you're going to be shown the way to go. Like, you have this intuition and psychic ability, and you're being shown your path. You're going to know which direction to go in. And oh my God, you've got the King of Fire, right? Look at that beautiful heart, gorgeous. This is about leadership, right? And this is about being led spiritually. So prayer and meditation are going to guide you. If you allow prayer and meditation to guide you throughout this week, Capricorn, it's like the sky's the limit. I see beautiful. There's only one thing that I see. Just make sure that you're focused on the positive aspects of your life and not the negative. And this is a deep healing coming in for you guys. This is like, you know, she's spreading starlight where there was once darkness. Things are going to lighten up for you, literally. And this is like the king of charisma. He's the king of charisma, you know. He is dashing and he's, you know, he's very honest and he's an incredible leader. He's an incredible leader when he is guided spiritually, when he allows, so I always say that this is asking you to, you know, really acknowledge your spirituality and ask for help and be guided spiritually, and not, you know, not from greed or anything, from the higher good of everyone. And there's a deep healing going on. This is a healing emotionally, spiritually, and physically for you guys, Capricorn. Okay, a wonderful week ahead for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email mary@liveinthesolution.com.